So welcome back to the Open Women's Semifinals right here at Gravical. The Open Women's Semifinals, the last event of the day. All these women, the top 20 women from this morning has fought it out to get themselves a position at this coveted event of the Gravical Open Semifinals. And right now on the wall, you see 4 routes on the wall. And in a pretty quick second, we're gonna be starting in about 40 seconds. It's gonna be a real tough fight from the top 20 of the strongest open women. And the resulting top 6 will be making it to the finals, which will be happening tomorrow evening. So join us here on the Graphical 2017 with the open finals, which will be happening tomorrow evening. Or you can always join us on the YouTube live stream. And in a quick 10 seconds. The first climber of the day is Angeline, the first climber to start off our semi-final. Angeline taking time. And as we have Angeline on the wall, the first starter of the day, every move is going to be a great accountant for what's going to happen for the top 6. Slow and steady. And right here we have Wei Ting. Wei Ting is one of our SMU climbers, a really coveted climber, very determined. And he's here. And
thank you so much.
So Wei Ting, were you here for the Open Women qualifiers this morning?
Yes, I was actually.
And how did you find the route? Did you see the route? Did you see how much passion these people have on the wall? The amount of grit and determination to finish it. Was it what it felt like?
I think it was a really good showmanship of their abilities,
cool.
their time, all that their times of training all spent on the wall.
And then right now we see Angeline. It's every inch of movement counts, don't you think? And
yes,
it's
exactly.
So intense.
Yeah, climbing is not just about your pure brute strength, because it takes a lot more than that. It's a combination of your technical skills followed by your mental agility to make it up the wall.
So all these girls are the top 20 of our qualifiers this morning. So they've been with us since 9 a.m., probably earlier for the registration. So been with us since 8 a.m. and they're still looking ready to fight it out for the top 6 positions. Oh, wait, look at that. I don't think I'm going to be able to start it. It's so slippery. It looks like a...
Yes, exactly. Please don't be fooled by these huge volumes. They may look big, but they can be extremely difficult to hold. And from the way the climbers climb and from their posture and composure, you can tell they can be having a lot of difficulties on the wall, or they can be easing up the wall like some of our climbers that we'll be seeing in a few moments.
That's right, and Angeline's really not giving it up, even with less than 40 seconds on the clock. Probably a tactic for her to take a rest first, because she has about 3 more routes to go for the evening. 3 routes is really a long climb for her.
Yes, exactly, and especially when it comes to the semi-finals round, the number of attempts actually matters a lot to each of these climbers. as it can be a make or break for the finals tomorrow here at SMU Gravical 2017.
And next up, we have Kaishen. So, if you do notice, all the climbers, the first thing they do when they come up, they take a little bit of time to observe what they're gonna be tackling. It's every attempt count, and every move you make has to be calculated precisely. There is no margin for error.
Yes, exactly. And actually, for most of the routes here, they are set in a different style. They are set in different styles to test each of the climbers on all of their abilities to ensure that they are all well-rounded in all technical areas to proceed to the final round.
So on the technical term, Waiting, what do you think of this route? What do you think is the most difficult portion of this route?
I think when it comes to the route we are looking now, it requires a lot of balance. As you can see, our climber here is taking her own sweet time, ensuring that she steps on the foothold hard enough to maintain her balance on the wall, and one little slip can mean a huge deal of difference.
Yeah, you're right. And oh, she's able to stick there without holding anything on her left hand. That's a lot of balance and composure. I mean, don't be fooled. The towel on the wall feature is actually a slab. It kind of contours outwards, so it's not as easy as it seems on screen. There is an angle that is protruding out, and it may be an obstruction, it may be a help. But I think Kaishen is doing really well right now.
Yes, exactly. And on top
And
of
in
that,
the last half, would that be Kaishen?
Oh.
Oh, that's so good. And we have more than 2 minutes left on the clock. Well done.
exactly, as you can see, the climbers not only have to maintain their composure on the wall, they have to make sure that they complete it in the time frame as well.
It's going to be a close fight, and we're only on the second climber of the day. There's 18 more climbers. It's gonna be an amazing night tonight.
Yep, all these routes were set by our very own route setting team from Singapore, and our climbers coming up, they'll be showing us what they're made of, and they'll be showcasing all their skills on the wall. So do stay tuned.
And of course, do drop by tomorrow for the open finals. It's going to be the highlight of the event. It's going to be so amazing, so intense, and it's going to be such a great night. It's a great way to start 2017, don't you think?
Yes, exactly. And all these routes were actually set by our guest route setter Okano, who is currently here in our premise right now. And I bet he must be wondering how will the Singapore climbers fare today.
And from what I understand, Okano is in charge of all the routes for the finals. All the routes for the opens as well as the qualifiers and the finals are pretty much under the care by Okano.
Yep, and for route setter, I'm sure for all the seasoned climbers, it will require a lot of creativity and a lot of technical knowledge to create all these problems on the wall for all our climbers today.
Correct, that's so true, and so many of these routes are so different from each other. There is so much that goes on in his head, and he's amazingly able to make so many different moves out of it. And in the meantime, we also have the shout. In the meantime, if you are with us here on YouTube, do give us a shout out. And in any case, we can always give you a feedback or a huge commentary. But with less than 2 seconds, we have the next climber. It's Anna. And alright, Anna, you have all your supporters on YouTube here.
Yep, that's right. As you can see, the climbers, they are taking a while to analyze the route because they have to be very sure of what they are going to do.
And back on Route 2, we have Angeline, who has recovered as much as she is able to, and back to tackle Route 2. Slow and steady, and Anna.
Yep. And for these climbers, it actually takes a lot from all these ladies because they actually just had their qualifying round earlier this morning.
And they've been here with us since this early morning at 8 a.m. all the way to 8 p.m. They've been here with us for 12 hours. It's a long day for them.
Yes, exactly. And it's not only the physical part; they have to. It is quite a mental challenge for them as well because they have to keep their head in the game.
And so we're just gonna give a quick replay as Angeline. Oh, it's so close! It's so close. It was just a slip of the feet. Sometimes the climbing usually takes a lot of trust on your feet, which is things that may hinder people, especially me actually, but it hinders people when you climb. That's Angeline. Oh, good job, Angeline, with the bonus.
Yep. So to get a
So
bonus,
it's,
the climber must be
and
firm and stable on the wall. And right now we can see her employing different tactics, and there's a toe
to
hook.
find the most stable position, it's nearly there, nearly there.
Yeah,
But
that
she
was
is
pretty
the
close.
first climber of the day and the first climber of each route. So I guess it's a bit daunting when you're kind of alone on the wall. So I guess climbing committee, there's this close-knittedness within us that really pushes people together.
Exactly, and it's in a form of a friendly competition where they try their best to best each other, and at the same time maintain a friendly competitive spirit, so that we can all learn from each other at the end of the day.
All right, that's right. And if you're actually here with us on Gravical Home Ground, you would see everybody is just looking so intensely on the walls. It doesn't matter who you are. It doesn't matter where you come from. Everybody is just so intensely looking at every single move because every single move makes a huge difference to where you're going. And we have Anna. Come on, Anna.
Yep. So anytime now, she just have to get her feet up and
She's
reach out
really
for the ending
steady
towel.
though. If you look at it, she's really steady.
Oh, guess that's worse.
When she was really steady when she was just hanging there, but when you kind of reach your feet, you find yourself slipping off sometimes.
Yep.
I mean, we slip off on our feet on home ground anyway. So,
Yeah.
and Angeline not giving up. That's 1 minute. We're gonna make
Yeah.
it count.
Just 1 minute left for Angeline. Reach the top. She can get the bonus easily, and
It's oh, that's so
Oh.
close. I think the bonus is kind of a deceptive tile, don't you think? It looks contourish. It looks like something that you can reach out for, but at the same time, when Angeline held it, she kind of slipped twice on the same move.
yeah.
We're gonna see. We're gonna
it's-
see.
Yep. And for most of these volumes, they might be big, but it actually takes years of training and experience to be able to hold it nicely.
And we have 15 seconds on the clock. With that Anna. And it's gonna be time for her to recuperate and get as much rest as she can, and psych herself up for her next route. And so coming up, we have Kai Xuan back with us again on Route 2, as well as Patrice on Route 1.
On Route 2, and joining us for the first time tonight at our semifinals, we have Rosa, Patrice,
And we have Patrice again on Route 1. And Patrice was just with us this morning as she gave us her heart, as she gave us what she felt about the Open Women qualifiers. She said it was a tough fight, but she's gonna make it. She's gonna really do her best
Yep.
in the
there's-
qualifiers for the top 6.
Yeah, as you can see, both the routes here, they're of a different style. So it actually takes more than one technical skill
Yeah.
to conquer all these routes.
So one is more of a Gaston compressive kind of move, while the other makes you stretch as much as you can and stretch and hold. And the defining part of the second route is the bonus, to be able to hang on to the bonus after your jump.
Yep, that's right. And I think we have still a lot of climbers who are waiting to come out and show us what they've got. And we might be able to see some tops today for these two routes.
I'm pretty sure we will. And all these climbers, they are really, really with us for this morning all the way. It's so impressive to see them still able to climb such difficult routes. And Patrice taking her time, just looking, making sure every attempt counts. And just stick onto wall,
Yep.
inching.
And
So with Kaishen on route 2, Kaishen has a very different approach. She's kind of going for a more dynamic movement compared to Angeline just now, who was more static. She was kind of doing the toe hook on the side and making herself stable.
yeah, and actually most of these climbers here, they can actually employ different skills, different betas to take down the problem, because a certain beta might not work for a certain group of people.
On the wall for Kaishen and Patrice.
With her last 25 seconds, Patrice, I'm pretty sure she's gonna put all her best to it in the first route of the day. For her, slow and steady. So like, it's not really about the topping sometimes, it's really about the bonuses, the amount of grit you have to reach the bonus, because this is the only time you get to try any of the routes, and that was so close, Patrice!
Yep, she really gave it all she got in that last attempt.
Alright, we are looking at Angeline on route 3, Anna on route 2, and joining us on the wall for the first time we have Norm.
Oh, that was extremely
I
close on
mean,
that last attempt.
That was so close. It's the last towel syndrome. I like to call it the last towel syndrome, because you're always one towel away from the last towel.
Yep. It's like one of those times you're so close to
It's
finishing
those-
and you
Yeah,
know.
it's those touch and go moments that you feel so frustrated for.
Yeah. And I'm sure most of us don't like it when all these opportunities just slip out of our hands.
Yeah. And we have Angeline back with us on route 3, Angeline, as well as Anna on her second route of the day, and Audrey on her first route. Audrey making a very steady progress on the first route.
Yep. And I think
Well,
this is her
Angeline-
first attempt.
It is.
Oh.
Oh, it was so close again. It's the last towel syndrome. I'm pretty sure of it.
Yes, I think most of the climbers have that, and to conquer that you actually need a lot of mental strength to battle it out.
So I'm gonna give the first route. So I like to give routes nicknames. So I'm gonna call the first route the moonwalk, because you see them walk all the way up, slowly, compressively, slow and steady. But it's more of a walk. It's a very trust your feet, find your way, and oh, that was Angeline.
Yep.
Oh, great job, Angeline on route 3.
Yeah, brilliant display of determination there. She fought through all those tiles to reach the top.
And we're gonna see route 2 on Anna again, with a huge well done to Angeline.
Yep. Yeah, I really wonder what goes on through their minds, when they stare at the route and decide which maneuver they're going to take.
Yeah, and they only have 3.5 minutes. That's not a lot.
And every second counts when it comes to just simply 2 minutes on the wall, you see.
And Anna just took her time with the observation and gonna go steadfast onto her towel. Movements and stars. So on the moonwalk with Audrey. Oh no, that's the last towel syndrome again.
Oh, but come to think of it, actually some of the tiles do look like planets and moons.
Yeah, I just realized it after a while. But then again, it's really interesting how all these tiles, they seem so friendly over here from the screen,
Yep.
from the live feed, but when you look closer, it's so deceptive.
Yes, exactly.
No, it's
And
not. I'm gonna. It's
and
with 1 minute
yeah,
on the
just
clock.
1 minute left on the wall.
I'm gonna trust in Audrey.
Yep.
She
I
tries something slightly different.
I think of the first route last time as
Oh!
a kind of chili padi. It may be small, but it's actually extremely hard to hold.
It's a moonwalk to the chili padi.
Yep, you got
And
it
on
right.
the second route, we have the like a Milky Way to the pancake.
Wow, that's extremely
It
right.
makes me hungry actually.
Yep.
Well, if you're here with us on the YouTube feed, even if you're having dinner or not, I'm hoping you enjoy yourself as we bring you live from Gravical, the strongest women of the Open qualifiers from this morning, as they fight it out for the top 6. And it's a last attempt. Oh, that's
Oh,
so
so
close.
close.
It's such a waste for her. It's her
Yep.
4th time to the last
Yeah,
towel.
right. That's the last we'll see of Audrey as we move into the next competitor.
And so joining us right now on Route 1 is Daryl. Daryl on Route 1, as well as Patrice on Route 2, and Kaishan on Route 3. From what I understand, Daryl has just recovered from an injury, so I'm gonna really hope that she's recovering well, and I'm gonna see her performance because I know she's always been doing very well in the climbing scene.
Yes, exactly. And I'm sure most of these strong women over here, we can clearly recognize their faces for the long periods of training and grinding they spend at the gym.
And with that said, we have Kaishan. Kaishan is really doing her best on the route, really steady. A little unfamiliar with the tiles, but she's got a very composed kind of feeling towards her. Just moving
Yep.
every step.
Yep. And for them, it's the first time they are holding on to this towel. So if you can imagine, it can be quite a challenge when you hold
When
it and
you're
you realize
unfamiliar.
how bad it is.
Oh, is that it? Is that it? Is that it for Kaishan? Would that be it? So, also, that's so close again. So climbers have to have both hands on the towel in order for them to be counted as a top. And it's just so close sometimes. And back on route 3 again, Kaishan is she's really giving her all, as well as Daryl. Slow and steady on the moonwalk is Daryl. Oh, so close. So all the effort as Patrice, with steps to take and moves to make on the Milky Way to the pancake. With less than 1 minute on the clock, climbers are fighting all the way. And right now we have Kaylee with us. Kaylee is one of the inter-women qualifiers, and her finals will be up tomorrow. So Kaylee, how do you feel about qualifying for the inter-finals this time and you're gonna see yourself, your future self, on the walls?
Yeah, I feel really good because this time I managed to keep calm. Yeah, usually I would for like Pump Fest and Boulder Active I didn't qualify because I was very nervous. Yeah, so this time I managed to keep calm on the wall, and yeah, I feel psyched watching my friends climb, and hope tomorrow I will be able to do as well as them. Yeah.
Yeah, I really hope you do, because I do see yourself around the climbing gyms, and I'm pretty sure all the time and effort that you guys put in, it's so much commitment to it. What are you doing so far for the preparations for tomorrow? Are you very nervous? You seem very nervous actually.
Actually, now I feel pretty calm. Yeah. Well, on the wall right now, it is like Angie and Audrey, and like these are the people who I train with on a regular basis. We train about like 4 times a week, and like they look so strong on the wall right now, and I feel really proud for them. And I just hope that tomorrow my efforts will pay off as well.
And aren't you glad that you're joining the ranks of them? And it's congratulations for you that you're joining the ranks. And it's really, really well done. I mean, the inter qualifiers was really intense also.
Yeah.
The scoring was so close to each other. So I'm pretty sure you did really, really well. Did all your best to, and you have to just commit all the way.
Yeah.
And just a quick brief. Joining us on Route 1 we have Iris, and Route 2 we have Audrey, Route 3 we have Anna, and Route 4 is Angeline on her last route. And Angeline
looks really strong. That doesn't look easy at all, and
it doesn't look
yeah,
easy at
the
all.
poles are not nice. Yeah,
It's deceptive, don't you think?
yeah.
Maybe from our angle it looks welcoming. It looks kind of friendly, but from what Patrice told us just now, it was really, really deceptive. It's so oriented at a certain position for you to reach out. And we have Anna on Route 3. And lots of her fans on YouTube for Anna. Pretty sure she wished that her fans were there to cheer for her. But meanwhile on Route 2 is Audrey. And as we see right now on Route 1, Iris, a very composed movement, feeling every inch of the tile. On the moonwalk to the Chile, as what Wei Ting said this earlier. But then Anna strategizing her way through. And so Kaylee, if you were on the routes, what do you think about the routes today, on the qualifier routes today, these semi-qualifiers alone?
I think of the 4 routes, Route 1 and Route 3 are definitely routes that are the easier ones. Yeah.
Route 1 and 2?
Yeah, Route 1 and 3.
Route 1 and 3.
Yeah, definitely Route 2 and 4 are harder. Yeah, but I'm pretty confident that the top qualifiers for the semi-finalists will be able to finish these routes quite easily.
Yeah, perhaps, because we do have 15 more climbers coming up, and they are only getting stronger for every climber that comes with us. Their qualifying rank is higher than the next.
I think it's pretty beta intensive as well, so it's not so straightforward, and the girls really have to crack their heads to figure out this puzzle.
And also they do not have the luxury of being able to see what's going to happen or how do you actually do it. So I guess it's really different.
Yeah.
And tomorrow it's your turn.
Yeah. Yeah. Hopefully I can podium, because you have to go on the podium to proceed to the open category.
I definitely do hope you're going to be at the podium, and I'll be announcing your name so proudly on YouTube with us. And joining us on Route 1 is Jovine, as well as Daryl on Route 2, and back again on Route 3 we have Patrice and making her way really, really steadily. Oh, that was so close again.
Yeah, Kai Shen.
I like to call it the last towel syndrome because so far it's always the last towel that makes people so frustrated.
Yeah, and like for route 4, I think what I picture in my head is that the girls have to really they have to let go of their heel hook and really use their shoulders to tank the last volume and the bonus together before they can
Yeah,
end
I see what
comfortably.
you're talking about. It's
Yeah.
really a movement of a shoulder movement. It's how much you're able to lean on it without putting too much weight on yourself. I mean, if you look at the last towel on it, it's pretty much a jump towards the towel.
Yeah.
The foothold especially. And that's just so fascinating.
There's definitely a lot of hesitation. You can
Yeah,
tell they're
it's-
just like, oh, should I go? Should I go?
It's do I go? Do I trust myself? Oh yes!
Nice.
That was a yes!
Yeah.
And well done!
Wow. So good.
That was Kai Shen.
So good.
That was Kai Shen. Well done, Kai Shen. Well done. A great job there.
Daryl looking really
So I remember Dara actually just recovered. So I'm pretty sure she could be better, but she's already doing very well actually if you look at it.
About last year, she dislocated her shoulder.
And last year is only like a week away if you think about it.
Yeah, but she's come really far.
Yeah, she's
definitely.
really
To be
come
able
really
to
far.
qualify for the semis, I think, yeah, that's great. She used to be a finalist. I think she's been in like 2 open women finals, yeah. So I'm confident that she'll work her way up and someday we'll see her in the finals again.
That will be definitely interesting. And meanwhile, it's Patrice, and Patrice on route 3. So that slip off, I'm gonna call it the rubric cube from now on because that towel looks like that little thing looks like a little rubric kind of cubey kind of thing. But that most of the climbers, either you hit onto the rubric towel and you're able to get the bonus, or most of them will slip off. So if you see the orientation of the towel, it's you either go full span or you're gonna go a deep pinch for it. You gotta just
What
got-
NG did was that she just jumped and
yeah.
she cut the
NG was
top.
really strong. She just jumped for it and she was able to maintain herself within that move.
Yeah.
And that's Patrice showing off how much contact she has and yeah, it's a sharp, smooth edge with it. You see all the ends. And actually, back on route 1, we have so far yet to see a top on route 1 and 2. But oh, that's Daryl. With Daryl doing really well, up to a small slip of the feet. And on route 1 again, we have yet to see any tops for route 1. Oh, it's so close. Apologies. So far we have not a lot of tops for route 1.
I think it's just, you know what the Malay say, goja.
And it's really just you just commit and you hit or miss.
Right now we are welcoming
And then again, joining us on route 1 is Susanna.
route 4.
Susanna, she's finally back competing. I think she took a break for many years. She used to be one of the top open women in Singapore, but I think she said she was getting too old for it, and I'm glad she's finally back, and you know she's in the semi-finals. Yeah,
And Susanna, I remember vividly Susanna actually demoing a interwoman route with a pair of kind of tat shoes, but her tagline was, it's not about the shoes, it's really about technicality.
Yeah.
It's about precision, it's about how you deal with it. And it was route 4 is Anna. Alright, it's a really steady, slowly finding the most comfortable position. Oh, that's a great finish from Anna, finding the most stable position on route 4. That is so amazing. Then with Iris on route 2. So Iris heading for the pancake. Nearly there, nearly there. And route 3, Audrey.
Well, just now when Angeline was on route 3, she made it look so easy, and I thought, this is definitely a route that everyone's going to finish.
I got deceived by Angeline when she did that jump, and she was so controlled when she got it. And Audrey's thinking, just planning her way, finding the most suitable for herself. And so how was Audrey like during her training sessions? Like, you guys train together, so how was she like?
Audrey definitely is a fighter on the wall. She doesn't give up easily at all. And even if she's out of breath, out of strength, she somehow manages to pull through always. So I really hope to see one of these moments on the wall today. Yeah.
I'm pretty sure all these climbers with 4.5 minutes, with 3.5 minutes, it's intense. I mean, they've never seen these routes before. They have never touched these tiles before, and they have to finish it as much as they can within 3.5 minutes. And with Susanna, she's on this route for quite a while now.
I think among these routes, it's very important to have contact strength because they're all like volumes and not jugs or crims, slopers. Hope that Susanna will be able to figure this out because it's definitely within her reach.
Yeah, I'm really confident with all these climbers. They're the strongest of the strong. The best of the best. And on the moonwalk, with a slow and steady attempt. Look at how technical that is. That sit-in, it's so technical.
Definitely among the climbers, Susanna is most familiar with her techniques and her movement rather than strength. Yeah.
And with Audrey not giving up. Yeah, you're right, she's a fighter. It's no one's giving up on this because the 6 positions, it's only 6 positions for the final. It's gonna be so intense again tomorrow. I mean, look at how strong they are right now.
Really tough fight amongst the open women. 5 seconds left to spare.
Oh, that's so close again.
Now we have Patrice on her last route. So haven't seen any tops by Patrice today, though she was really close on route 1. Hope that on this last route she'll be able to finish it.
And joining us now is Jeanette Go on route 1 with Daryl back on route 3, as well as Jovine on route 2. And of course, on her last route of the day is Patrice.
Jenna is definitely one of the strongest climbers in Singapore. I mean, in the past competitions, we've seen her on the podium so many times. She's known for really...
She's a regular on the finals list, right?
She's known for really great finger strength, and her shoulders are strong as hell.
Yeah, but then again, the climbing community, they're getting younger and younger. The young people are really getting stronger and stronger. I see different batches every year, and they're really going all out to amaze all of us here. And it's really reflected on what is going on with the climbing community in Singapore. Meanwhile, on route 4, Patrice. I mean, if you look at what Patrice is doing, it's really using every part of your body to get up to that tile. Yeah. You use your calves, your inner muscles, your inner half. Oh, that's such a beautiful downturn.
Allez, Patrice!
It's a really nice groove move there.
Now we have Daryl getting really close to the end towel. Okay, I hope she'll be able to finish it.
She's so steady. I mean, look at her. She's steady.
Nice.
She's like, all right. And she's giving her signature smile. The all right smile.
For route 2, I think just now Angeline made it look really easy as well, but it seems like the coming open women are struggling to hold on, find the right spot for the second towel before they reach out for the bonus.
Yeah, you're very right. And then there's Jovine on the
really close.
I'm gonna call it the Toblerone now. It's
I think you're
triangular.
hungry, Jen.
I think so too.
Yeah, everything looks like chocolates to you.
Yeah, it looks like, but it is a triangular. I mean, if we call it triangles, then it's not as fun. But it's Toblerone and pancakes then.
Really
And
good,
Jeanette,
really good sportsmanship displayed by the open women. You can hear Angeline cheering really loudly for her fellow teammate.
yeah,
NUS.
it's such a supportive community right here. Everybody is just shouting for everybody. It doesn't matter who you are, where you're from, who you're representing, which country you come from, even and which gender you are. All of us are in this together. All of us are watching it, and our hearts are burning for them.
1 minute, less than a minute left to spare. Patrice, I really hope she finishes this.
I
route.
hope so too.
Oh!
That was so close.
I wonder if she looks like she's gonna go again.
I think she's gonna go again.
So many competitions.
She's not gonna give up. She's not gonna give up.
I've seen Patrice finish the route right at the very last second.
It happens. It happens so often. And then we have Jeanette. We have Janet on Route 1. She just came back from a competition in China, if I'm not mistaken. She's probably quite tired from it. She's just giving her best, giving her all, and doing as much as she can with composure and 7 seconds on the clock. It's every attempt that counts, and it's really every try that you have. It doesn't really matter sometimes whether you finish it. I mean, if you look at the score, maybe, but this is the only time you get to try the route, so you gotta go for it.
Now we have Hikari on Route 1. So Hikari, she's been studying in Australia. What I hear from her is that she trains in a gym that has a lot of competition style routes, and during her qualifier today, she did the route so easily. She looks like she was really prepared for this competition. I'm really excited to see how these 4 routes are going to go for her. So if there are any friends in Australia who are watching Hikari right now, give us a shout out and we'll convey it to her.
Yeah, that's right. And on Route 4, Audrey. Slow and steady. Oh, look at that! Look at that! So much composure. All right. Slowly finding. Yeah, that's so great! With less than 30 seconds, that's Audrey.
I think that was a flash on one of the harder routes.
That was so amazing. It's 30 seconds. She's just gonna walk away like a bus. It's so amazing how much difference each of these attempts can make. And again, we have Iris on the routes.
Hikari figuring out the beginning for Route 1.
I guess sometimes when you do have a good start, the positioning of yourself in a good start, you do get a better advantage. Like it's really how much you believe in yourself on that step on Route 1. It's a huge volume, but there's literally nothing for you to stand on. There's nothing that you can anchor yourself on. And she's brushing her towel on her own, and we have
Maybe the towels are getting slimy after,
it does. So after a while, we have so many climbers on, and then it's time for Susanna to shine. Oh, that was so close! We will be bringing you again. And is that Iris? Oh, that's Iris. Great job from Iris on Route 3. And while we're watching Gravical with us, with Susanna on the second route, Susanna is steady, and we do have one of our route setters here with us, Bajorn, one of our route setters. So gonna say hi to your audience.
Hi, hello Singapore.
So Bajorn's gonna say a greeting to everybody on YouTube.
Hi, hello everyone.
So hi Bajorn. So what was the mentality you guys had, the rationale you guys had when you guys set these routes?
Usually we want to work on the climber's weaknesses and strengths, so we make like different different strengths, like for example more technical problems, and some are more powerful, and somewhere you need to work with your tension, and just a lot of different aspects going into route setting.
Oh right, yeah, a lot of different nitpicks that you find, and every little movement. Like the second route, especially, I find many of the climbers are actually not as able to get to the tiles on the second route. So what was the idea that you guys are trying to get for the second route? Do you?
You want them to try and like tension their body up, and like reach out for the second last star. Like it's actually possible to go dynamically also, and go like a 1-2 to the top. So yeah, there are many different possibilities to ending the route there.
Then just joining us again on route 1 is Charmaine, as well as route 2 we have Jeanette, and route 3 is Jovine, and the last route of her day for Daryl on route 4. So then if the second route is more of a very, you can go dynamic, you can go on attention. So what exactly are you guys? What exactly is the idea for the third route then? Because the third route, which I like to call the rubric route, it's kind of a sparse route. So what was the rationale behind it?
Yeah, for the third route is more of like how well you use your feet. Yeah, if you see in the route, actually the handholds are quite slopey, so it's important to get the right footing and not to overgrip too much, because
Not to overgrip.
you might slip off the towel if you put in too much grip for the route 3.
Right, because maybe from our angle, you see the tiles, they actually look like they have a nice edge to hold on. But
Yep.
on a closer look, it is actually a slope downwards, and it's a very flat slope,
Yeah,
especially on the bonus.
so you always have to keep your body low when you're using slopers.
Right, then. So for you, what do you think of the qualifiers so far? The semi qualifiers from this morning. You've been with us since this morning. You've seen them fight their way through. So what do you think of the climbers for the climbing community right now?
Oh yeah, I think they are really strong, especially the girls. Yeah, the standard is getting higher and higher. So we like to push that standards. Yeah, so we have stronger climbers in the future. Probably can aim for like push more competitors to go international.
And it's great that we actually have more and more people joining us in the climbing community, don't you think? And so with us joining the climbing community, it's getting more and more difficult for route setters like you yourself to get routes that are fun, dynamic, and different tests of different abilities. So which one is your favorite route though? Have you tried the routes yourself?
Yeah, I did. I like route 4 the most, because
four?
yeah, it works on like your body movement. So you have to find the right balance between holding the tiles.
So how many tries do you get to a route 4?
Oh, I'm not gonna disclose that.
Oh no!
I don't wanna embarrass myself.
Oh come on, you're really a strong man anyway. And I'm with Jeanette. Jeanette's always been with us on finals, and she's always shown such great progress. With Daryl on route 4, and
Yeah,
Charmaine.
and you can see they're on route 4 doing quite well, just matching the bonus. Yeah, let's see if you can end the route here.
Oh, that's such a different way of climbing.
It might work though.
Yeah, I think it's also fascinating. It's so many different betas, and you can still work. It's just how much you're gonna trust your feet for that.
Yeah, you just have to commit to your decision. Yeah, whether it's right or wrong, you might get it. So there's no right or wrong answer to climbing.
So it's 10 seconds on the clock, with Daryl leaving the stage for tonight's climbing, and joining us is Iris on route 4, Susanna on route 3, as well as Hickory on route 2, and Wei Ling on route 1. Apologies for that. And Wei Ling on route 1.
And on the final route for tonight, we have Iris on route 4.
have Wei-Ling, who's been climbing for a really long time. I think even before I started climbing. So it's really nice to see her as a competitor, even though she's working now.
And we have a question for Badron from Hillman, one of our open man semi-qualifiers is, which problem is yours, Badron? Which one did you set?
Oh, I set problem 4 with Sean. Yeah, we worked together to set the last problem. Yeah, and the third problem is set by Yan, one of veteran route setter. Yeah.
So
And on-
if you set route 4, I guess that's why it's your favorite also, right?
Yeah.
So
maybe.
how many times did you try? Are you still not going to disclose it?
No, because when we do route testing, we change the tiles and all.
I think Human, you're gonna come here and ask him in his face. He's probably gonna answer you if you do that. And so meanwhile we have Sue. We have Sue on route 3 by Yan. With route 3, Susanna, she's probably gonna do is she gonna end it? A very technical kind of climber. She's really, really representative of these technical climbers there.
Yeah, she's really good with her feet.
Yeah, her movements are very smooth if you look at it. It's very fluid. And
Yeah,
there's not a lot of hesitation.
Yeah, she knows where to step, how to get her body in the right position.
Yeah, it's so amazing.
Yeah.
And look at that, look at that, look at that. It's a slow, steady movement up. And that's Susanna. Not disappointing the crowd.
It's really incredible that she went for the top of the hole because it's really slopey. It shows how strong she is and how
Yeah.
experienced she is.
Yeah, now that you mention it, the top is actually a triangular slope downwards, and she went for it straight, while Angeline did it with the under compression. And so, if route 3 is done by Yan, then what about route 2 and 1? I wonder who did route 2 though.
Yeah, you like to make a guess?
I'm gonna guess Okano.
No, it's not Okano actually.
I'm
It's
gonna
by
guess
our
Okano.
local route setter,
Okay,
Chris.
let me
yeah.
try. Chris? Oh, that was
Yes.
by Chris. It's really, really difficult.
Ali, climbers, Ali.
It's a very tricky kind of like, you get a Toblerone chocolate in your mouth and then you're gonna get a pancake, but the pancake's not gonna come to you.
Yeah, that's the idea there by Chris.
So I guess Chris was pretty hungry when he tried doing that. He's like, I'm gonna get the Toblerone and a pancake for you. But he's just a teaser, like there's none for you in your face. And so joining us very soon would be our next climbers.
Right, this is an announcement for Anna. Anna, can we get you at the announcer's table to meet the chief route judge? Once again, can we get Anna to meet?
So back with us on the stage right here
Alright, time is up, and right now we are doing
is
a switch over.
Farah
Joining us
on her
for
first
route 1,
route,
we have Farah, Hadisa,
as well as
Vicky,
Charmaine
Nisha.
on her second
For
route,
route 2, we have Charmaine
Jeanette on her third
Lai.
route,
3, we have Janet
and
Goh.
on her last route of the day is
And on the last
Jovine.
route for tonight, we have Jovine Fu.
All the without hesitation, straight away going in for the kill is Charmaine.
Anna to
Get the chocolate Toblerone
judge at the
and
announcer's
slow
table.
and steady. Oh, that works.
Yeah.
Oh, that works.
Yeah, Charmaine is a really powerful climber, so I hope she can do the ending of this route.
Oh,
It might suit her style.
yeah. And she's really composed though.
Yeah.
Like
Gotta
right
go.
before the fall, you see herself actually quite composed on the route.
Yeah,
So
she's
it's really
just
about
trying to
committing.
figuring it out.
Yeah, good at figure it out. And then with Jeanette, and that's Farah making her attempts. Because there's only 6 positions for all the climbers in the finals, so every attempt counts. But before every attempt counts, it's really every end that matters for you to make it to the list. So from all the fight that we've seen so far, I'm pretty sure tomorrow's gonna be a crazy intense kind of match. And
Yeah, Farah doing quite well on route 1.
she's doing really steady, just finding her way, walking up the.
What she's stepping on isn't really nice there. But she
That's
makes
not
it
a
look
nice
easy.
position to step
Oh.
on, though. It's not a nice position to step on, though. I'm pretty sure she can do well. She's got another 2 minutes to make it count. And then back to kill is Charmaine. And Charmaine with her heel hook and a steady sit. Just feeling every inch of the towel. It's just so deceptive. Why? Chris, why? Then on the same question then what about route 1? I'm gonna guess. Well, there's not a lot of route setters left, so I'm gonna guess Okano.
Yeah, route 1 is set by our guest route setter Okano from Japan. Yeah, he's really good with coming up dicey problems where even though the foothold looks big, yeah, you have to step
It's a
precise. Yeah, you have
it's a big
precise
foothold, but no
stepping.
hands for you.
Yes.
It's like, look, ma, no
Yeah.
hands. Oh, that's Jeanette. Just bringing attention to Jeanette. Finding the sweet spot on the finishing towel. She's gonna push her luck with that. Find her sweet spot. As she feels her way through the towel and
Yep, she's probably trying to go.
oh,
That's
that's
a nice match there
that
by
was
Jeanette.
so strong. Did you see her nod of face? She was like, oh yeah.
Yeah.
She's a really strong climber. When without a doubt, just relying completely on herself. And then we have on her last route of the day is Jovi. The last route of the day, top 30 seconds. So it really matters a lot actually where you place your feet, where you look to go. And Jovine, it's probably her last attempt, so it's gotta make it count. Gotta make it count, man. Gotta make it count. Oh, that's so close. I mean, it's not easy to have been with us since early 8 a.m. and still able to have the stamina and endurance to stay with us. And so joining us right now is Puntrika on route 1, as well as Wailing on route 2, and Hickory back on route 3, while Susanna attempts her last route of the day. Gonna look really well on that.
On the last route, they have Susanna going for the bonus. Oh, that's a sick move there by Susanna. And there she goes, getting the top.
Really well done with Susanna. And on route 1, that's Puntarika. Calm, collected, finding her way, finding the sweet spot.
Yep, she just needs to find a way to bring up her right feet. There she goes. And she has to lunge for the top.
It's not easy. I mean, it's look ma, no hands kind of route. With every step, it's a one-time hit or miss.
Yep, since the hands are bad, yeah, so you
And you
really
look at-
gotta generate the
And
power
just look
from
at
your feet.
Wailing.
Yeah, Wailing's doing
Wailing's
quite well
really
on
doing quite well on route
route 2.
2. Oh, that was so close. So close on route 2.
Almost.
And from what I know of Wei Ling, she's always got this very game face on. It's so serious. You make us wanna just watch her finish her routes all the time. It's so serious.
She's in it to win it.
She's in it to win it. She's got so much commitment to it. And with a minute and a half, a little less than a minute and a half on the clock. With
Punta Rica having her second go on Route 1.
it's really not easy if you look at it. Oh, that was so close, Wei Ling. It's every move, every attempt, every shift of feet, every shift of hand movement. It's gonna determine your results. It's gonna be so interesting.
Alright, Huichen, I'm gonna go have my dinner now. So why don't you talk to our guest route setter here, Okano?
Right, we're gonna have a really esteemed guest right now is Okano, all the way from Japan. And Okano is in charge of all the open routes. The open routes are all under his care. And it is amazing what he has done so far with the Gravical right here. From all the routes from the morning till now. And joining us right now on the first route of her day, last route of the day, sorry, is Jeanette on Route 4, as well as Charmaine on Route 3 and Farah on Route 2, and with Judith on Route 1. And meanwhile, we have our esteemed guest speaker, Okano, here. So welcome, Okano.
Hi.
So hi, Okano. So I understand that you're the one in charge of all the open routes for the Gravical. And how do you feel like to be in charge of such a huge event itself?
Yeah, I'm very happy to be here, and so amazing and very exciting event.
And so you've seen all these young climbers out here. What tips do you have for them? What do you want to tell them? How are you going to improve themselves?
No.
Is there a secret to your ability, your amazing ability to climb?
No, I think they try hard, and then so I think that they have enough ability to make a top on each problem. But it's in a competition, so different situation, more pressures, and then nervous. So maybe the competition is a more mental game. So maybe that's a point, I think. Yeah.
Oh, so it's a mental. Yeah, you're right. It's not just physical. Oh, that's Judith on Route 1. Well done,
Yeah.
Judith. I believe Route 1 was your route, right?
Yes.
Yes, so Route 1 was your route. And I like to call it the moonwalk because you got to walk up all the way.
Yes.
And it's really amazing. And that was so interesting. And so if as you look on all these climbers and they're getting younger and younger, they're getting stronger and stronger.
Yes.
There's,
Yeah. Now it's the young climbers level is very high. Yeah. But I think still because of the if you climb better, maybe you need more experience. Yeah. So not just the power, not just the energy, skill and the technique. So I like that style. Yeah. Not only power, more like techniques. Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. It's not just a physical game, it's a mental game also, because they've been with us since this morning and you've been with us since this morning. You've seen them fight through all the qualifiers and all the way to the night.
Yeah.
It's going to be an even longer day for them tomorrow, right?
Yeah.
So, then what about the movements for which you like to do for the rest of the routes, for like Route 2, Route 3, Route 4?
Actually, I like all of them, and because we try to make very different problems. each other, and then yeah, because the most important thing is a variety. Yeah. So I think that this is a nice round.
It's you have come up with so much variety for climbs. I've seen the qualifiers, I've seen the men's qualifiers, and right now it's another different ball game. So how do you have so much in your head?
No, it comes from a just experience. Because I also used to be a competitor. Yeah, I joined a lot of competition.
Right, yeah, I've seen.
Yeah, so and then also it's always I always think about the competitors. Yeah, the level and then their style and then yeah. So yeah, that's what I do. Yeah.
And so it's really amazing how one person is able to overlook so much of the climbs and still able to get so many different varieties. I'm really, really thankful. I'm pretty sure everybody here at Gravical is thankful for what you have done with all the routes because it's really amazing.
Thank you.
And but what about Route 2? No one's topped Route 2 so far. Why do you think it's that way?
I think it's because the number two more it has a more slopers and a pinch and then far move. Maybe for women it's a bit hard, yeah, but it's also one of the style of climbing. So I hope some of women get the top. Yeah, yeah.
Because so far the Route 2 is really one of the tougher ones, but at the same time we look at Route 3, we have Wailing. Wailing doing
Yeah,
well.
yeah.
So it's kind of like a trend as you start to get more and more climbers who rank higher on the qualifiers. They're really getting stronger and stronger and stronger.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's amazing. I'm pretty sure if the women are so strong, I'm really looking forward to the men's tomorrow as well as the finals for both the men's and women's.
Yeah, me too. Yeah.
So what do you have in store for us tomorrow? Is there going to be a huge shocker? Going to be a really, really nifty kind of route that you have for us?
Yes.
You're going to surprise us with all these?
Yes. I hope. Yeah. Maybe. Anyway, so I try to make a problem that all participants push themselves to the limit and then try hard and then make a good performance. Yeah. I just do it. Yeah.
I'm really, really glad that you are with us today when you're with us for this whole event because really the Open is always the highlight of every event and it's so amazing how much we have done, how much you have done for us and how much all of us here have contributed to the climbing community.
No,
So,
yeah, because I think the climbing community in Singapore is very, very exciting. Yeah, I watch many competition in Asia, in the world, but I think it's one of the best. Yeah, climbing community. Yeah, yeah, I'm sure. Yeah.
so when's your next competition? Coming?
In Singapore or?
In overseas is fine. In international competitions.
I think the World Cup will start from April.
Right, the April World Cup.
Yeah.
And
So maybe I will set for some of the World
and
Cup.
so you're pretty much preparing yourself for Tokyo 2020. I mean, it's home ground.
Yeah. I
Alright,
don't know if I set in Tokyo 2020. Yeah, but maybe I'm gonna help
I'm
some,
pretty gonna look forward to seeing you on the screen from Tokyo 2020. I'm pretty sure everybody is.
That's right.
It's gonna be a huge event because it's the first time,
Yes.
and everyone is so excited for it.
Yeah.
So so we're gonna thank you for now.
Yeah.
Now
thank
do
you.
join us again later as we gotta get the last few.
Okay.
But meanwhile, that's Shihui on Route 1. And gonna join us again for the semifinals as climbers gonna take a break before their next transition. So joining us right now is Tiffany. Tiffany on route 1, as well as Judith on route 2, and Farah on route 3, and Charmaine on her last route of the day, making a really quick progress. As Judith on route 2, and Judith gonna reach far for it, and gonna hang in there. That's such an amazing move. Oh, you gotta make it count, but that was amazing move over there.
The Open Men's Semifinals happening at 10 a.m. The Under 17 Finals for girls and boys happening
Meanwhile, that's
from 1 to 2 p.m.
Farah
The Novice Finals for men
with
and women
Farah
at
on route 3 and Judith.
Finals for men and women at 5 p.m.
So we've talked to the route setters so far. We can tell what they're actually looking for. They're looking for not just the power, the strength to be able to make yourself stick on the wall and commit to the route. It's also about the mental progress that you have, the amount of mental capacity you're able to take to underhand the stress, the amount of pressure on you to perform within that short 4-minute mark, the 4-minute frame to finish everything as much as you can. It's really amazing how much they've come so far from this morning all the way till now. And still really steady on progress is Judith. Will she be the first to finish? Pretty much sure everybody's looking to it. And Charmaine, gonna try a different way. Is Charmaine? Oh, that's so close. And if you're here with us on the YouTube feed, it's gonna be really interesting tomorrow with the Open Men qualifiers, the Open Men semi-qualifiers, as well as the U17 boys and girls finals, the novice, the inter-women, the novice men and women, the inter-men and women, as well as the highlight, the Open Men and Women finals, which is happening tomorrow. So check it out with us on Gravical. And so if you're able to come down, do come down and feel the vibe of the climbing community. Or just join us on the YouTube live stream as we bring to you the Gravical live stream. With 1 minute on the clock, you're gonna make it count. Every move is gonna cost you. That's Farah. You just can't stop. Oh, that was so close. That was so close. Was Judith refusing to give up with Charmaine. Charmaine's gonna go for the last. Just inching away, find the weight through. Gotta make sure she's there. And joining us right now on route 1 is Felicia, as well as Shihui on route 2, and Punta Rica on route 3, and Wei Ling on her last route of the day. It's a really intense fight from morning till 9. Oh, that was so close! Shihui, that was so close. It is. Shihui is the one that's been to the furthest on route 2 so far, and she took less than a minute. Meanwhile, Felicia on route 1 and Wei Ling on route 4, finding her way through. All right, fight through it. All right, and just gonna get into position, find the best position, and all right. Well done, Wei Ling. Well done, Wei Ling. So, meanwhile, it's Punta Rica. it's Puntarika with us here. And moving her way, finding the best position to place her hand. And alright. I guess it's a trend, like as the stronger climbers come out, they're gonna finish it faster and faster, just making sure that every move counts and every attempt counts. And oh, the crowd was going crazy for Shihui. So close yet so far. And right now is Felicia with lots of time on the clock. She's a very calm kind of climber. She just recently came back from the Just Climb Club from Hong Kong. And she came in first. And amazingly, and she amazed herself when she told me that she beat Kim Jae-in for that. It was so amazing, and all these climbers are just getting stronger and stronger each time we see them, and getting more and more recognition in overseas and international climbing competitions, and just making their way into the international climbing community. Just so amazing, all these women. Meanwhile, just Shihui just taking her time, looking at the clock and looking at what she can do. Just gonna make it count. And just hold on to the Toblerone and the pancake. So steady on the pancake. And just hook on the Toblerone and that's alright, that's Shihui. Shihui is the only one who's got the pancake so far. Meanwhile, Felicia's just gonna, and it's a beautiful one for Felicia from this detail. Felicia, well done. Every move, every attempt, and a quick replay for both of them is we see Shihui slowly, steady, finding the best way to position herself and go. And that's the leap of faith. That smile on her face, it's definitely better than winning Toto. But then again, I wouldn't know because I've never bought Toto before. And once again, we're gonna bring you Gravical 2017. Gravical 2017 is brought to you by SMU. All the people right here, such a closely knitted community, and everyone here is just glaring to see every single attempt, every single move that every climber makes. It's gonna be such a big event. Meanwhile, we have the last climb of the day is Farah, as well as Judith on her third route of the day, and with Tiffany. And our top qualifier for the women is Vanessa Teng. All the climbers right now on the wall, they are all regulars with open finals, and definitely living up to her name is Vanessa Teng, just making her way up, slowly finding. I mean, if you look at the moonwalk on the way, it's more of a moon fidget right now. Gonna just fidget your way, gonna walk it up, and just trust in yourself. And well, then that's Farah with Farah. Just a round curve for that. It's like the towel's just there, and so Judith has just finished the third route. That was really fast. Meanwhile, it's Vanessa. Vanessa is moving her way up, just making sure that her feet has something solid to hold on, solid to step on, and finding something solid to hold on before she gonna progress herself up. You're gonna see her contour. It's just a small step, a small misstep all the way. While Tiffany just projects herself on the wall. And Tiffany was also here last year on Boulder Active, and she did really, really well, coming in on the podium finishes, while just moving, making her way, slow and steady. Oh, that was so close. It's really a commitment climb. You're gonna either throw yourself up or you're gonna take it and go it slow and static. You can't just have a half commitment. You gotta go all the way. Because if you have a misstep, you're gonna fall. Or if you're gonna have any doubts in your movements, you're gonna not be able to do what you set out to do. And all these climbers know very well, because with 1 minute and a half, you see Vanessa refusing to back down. She's gonna finish that route. She's gonna finish it, gonna step it up. Gonna find the most comfortable way for themselves to progress on the wall. And as Farah just takes her time to get the last few attempts you have for the routes, stepping and getting all the muscle mass that you have, just making sure each move. And oh, that's Vanessa. And oh, look at that contact grip for Farah. With 40 seconds, is she gonna do it? Is she gonna do her last route? Yes, I think she is. I think she is. I think she's gonna do it. Her last attempt. Come on, come on. And Vanessa, 30 seconds on the clock. Will she try again? And Farah struggling, but not losing grip. And oh, that was Tiffany. Oh, so close, so close, so close. Just 9 seconds. It's gonna make or break. It's a make or break. Well, it's make or break, and it's so close. It's such a huge, intense fight with them. You can never predict what's gonna happen. You can never tell who is going to be able to finish which route, because all of them are so diverse, so skilled in their own way, and so well trained. And with a shout out from greetings from UK, and hello there. So if you're watching with us today, you have to watch the live stream tomorrow. We're gonna bring you the most exciting part of every event, which is the open finals, as well as the finals for all the other events. It's gonna be a great time. And you gotta give it to all these girls, because right now the routes on her second route of the day is Felicia. Felicia as well. Shihui is doing really well today on her third route. Shihui is doing really well. And yeah, that's Shihui for you. Great job over there. Meanwhile, we also have on her last route of the day with Punta Rica. Punta Rica also showing a very firm grip on a very firm movement. There is such a confident and gentle move. Well done, Punta Rica, with Felicia left on the wall. She's got the whole wall to herself with a little under 2.5. And a quick tap, and it's a quick tap for her, as Felicia been with us since this morning, and she's really giving it her all. So as these climbers compete with each other for the top 8 positions for tomorrow's finals. And so right here with us, we're gonna be looking at the score sheet, which is available on the SMU Gravical app. So if you're interested in looking at the score sheet live, you have the Gravical app that you can access on the smugravical.com/app. And meanwhile, all right, moving slowly. Gotta make it count, gotta make it count. And a shout out from Boaz to Vanessa. Hey Boaz, gotta congratulate Boaz for making it into the open semifinals tomorrow. So good luck, Boaz, and I'm pretty sure Felicia can feel your support. So just making sure everything is in tip-top condition with less than a minute on the clock. It's gotta be intense. It's probably her last few attempts. You've got to give it to her. Oh, that was so close. You've got time, you've got time. She's a fighter, she's a fighter. As well as the live results for the open women. So it's gotta move in with that amount of control, with a small control. Oh, that was so close. So gonna thank Felicia for her second route as she take a little break before she's back with us on the third and fourth route. And the third and fourth route, which will be a little bit of a tie for her since she's been with us since morning. So back on the stage we have Vanessa, Tiffany, as well as Judith.
Switch over, and right now on the final route for
So a shout out to Boaz since you're interacting with me on YouTube live feed. Do come over to the commentator table tomorrow. Gonna have a shout out to you, as well as on the feed we have Vanessa, as well as Judith. It's the strong women of Singapore. And Judith is a crowd favorite from what I remember. And Vanessa is a really, really strong climber. She's very controlled. Oh, look at Judith. Look at that shoulder control, that move, and that signature smile that every climber gives when they end. It's so interesting when you look at it. Meanwhile, we have Tiffany with Vanessa. With Vanessa on just making sure she's gonna get some breath, catch her breath, make sure she's gonna finish it. Meanwhile, Tiffany making the condition tip-top for herself. As what our route setter has said, the tiles are actually a slope, so don't be deceived by the contours that you see. They're slopes and they're actually oriented that way because it's more of a control. So like what he mentioned, he does not want the climbers to overgrip. He wants them to have control. So it's a battle of strength, physically, mentally, and psychologically. Meanwhile, just Vanessa, just moving up. I'm gonna try again with a really solid grip on the pancake. Oh, that's the last towel syndrome over there. Last towel syndrome, but it's okay. She has 2 minutes, little under 2 minutes to finish. She's gonna make it count. While just taking their breath, and Tiffany looking at the best place she can place herself. Feet, hands, limbs, knees, calves, everything goes. It's gonna be a make or break move. While the climbing with us here. Oh! It's so close, so close. Gotta finish it. With them right now. It's a really, really close fight with 3 tops for the semifinals. Close fight for the top positions to qualify for the finals tomorrow. It will be so interesting. Look at that. Look at that control that she has with the shoulders, with Tiffany, and the movements, the grace that you have to have, and that precision and the heel. Just tapping on it to go. No doubts, no second thoughts. Just inching away, just finding your position. It's amazing. It's so amazing. And that's Tiffany. She's gonna find herself in a stable position. Gonna find yourself, place yourself somewhere. 10 seconds. Oh, there was 10 seconds on the clock, and that was such a waste. But you know, it's all right, Tiffany. It's really difficult for you to have come here in the first place. So really, really well for you. Meanwhile, joining on the last route of the day is Shihui. And so close there. On her last route of the day is Felicia. Pretty sure Boaz is gonna be very, very excited right now as Felicia on her third route. And Shihui on her last route of the day. Shihui has been doing really well today. She's done really, really well today. Really amazing prowess today.
Alright, so Ali, timers.
She's gonna, with a one-shot climb. Oh, right, Shihui. Yes, yes. Oh, that was so beautiful. Great job, Shihui, for today. It's amazing. How does she have so much energy in her since this morning? That's so amazing. And we have Felicia on the wall again on her last climb of the day. Felicia just back from the Just Climb Cup. Just started out her year really, really well. She's gonna start her year really well. She's gonna end her week very well. I'm just gonna move it right now. Oh, all right, Felicia. Well done to all the climbers. They're finishing so fast. It's so fast for them. It's less than a minute and a half that Felicia and Shihui. So great, so great. It's gonna be a really tight fight for tomorrow. The shortlisted for tomorrow is gonna be a cross fight with number of attempts that would count. And on the leaderboard right now, we have lots of ties with each other. And we're gonna see what's gonna happen with Vanessa on her last route of the day. So a quick replay. And that's Felicia. Oh, making it look so easy. Gonna touch it with my thumb. Gonna find my feet and ta-da! Oh, that's great. These climbers are just so great. And right now, the Gravical for tomorrow, we have the starting with 10 a.m. We're gonna start at 10 a.m. with the men's semi-qualifiers. The men's semi-qualifiers, which would start at 10, as well as the U17 finals and the novice finals and the intermediate finals, and of course the highlight, the open finals. It will be a full day of intense action and so much grit on the wall as climbers fight it out for the top position for this year's Gravical. And that's a minute more as we have Vanessa take her breather before she attempts her last move of the day, her last route of the day. I'm sorry for that. And the wall looks so empty right now. It's amazing how fast they can finish these tiles and these routes, and less than 30 seconds is Shihui on route 4. That was amazing. It's just, and that's Jeanette. That amount of precision you have to have with the feet, and look at so many people. Just slick moves and finding your best way to get there. Oh, and that's Patrice. It's kind of a trust on your feet. Sometimes you gotta trust more than just your feet. You gotta trust yourself, your limbs, your hands, your feet. And most importantly, you gotta trust that you can do this with. And then it's Tiffany. And then Tiffany on her last route of the day, with Vanessa on the third route. The crowd is really cheering on for the climbers over here. It's been a long day for them. It's been a long day for everyone here, but the intensity, the passion still burns really fiercely right here. All of them are just staying to watch the whole entire event, because that's what it means to be part of this climbing community. You just gotta be with them all the way to the end. Just movements there, the sleek moves. And I'm Tiffany, and Tiffany on route 4. The en route onto the tiles as she goes on straight to find her best position. And oh, that's Vanessa making it look really easy again. Gonna be a cutting edge kind of route for them. Well, we have. Oh. Gotta hang on. You gotta hang on. Just slowly. All right. And that's a really gentle finish from Tiffany on her last route of the day, and that would conclude Tiffany's climb for the day. While we have Vanessa on her little break before her climb.
Alright, and right now we are down to
We're gonna
our
have
final
a
two semi-finalists.
quick,
Okay, and they are none other than Felicia
gonna quick
and
break for
Vanessa.
them.
And in just
It's gonna
a little
be,
less than 2 minutes
it's gonna
time, we
be
will
intense
see
for
Felicia
Vanessa especially.
making her attempt
It's
at
her
route
last route of the
4.
day, and
So once again, our
we would
20
see if we could bring you some
semi-finalists
instant
for tonight
replays, some
are
replays for the
pending out
highlights
to
of
win
tonight,
themselves a place
especially
in top 6
with the
for
routes
the finals
and all
happening
these
tomorrow
really
night.
strong
Okay, and for
climbers.
those of you who of the day, bright and
That was
early. Alright, with the
Angeline
open
with
finals at 10 a.m. Moving on, we are going to the
that was
finals
Angeline.
for girls and boys at 1 p.m. The icing on top.
So
We will
the
be
quick
giving out
replay.
the
Oh, that
prizes
was
at
nice.
our prize presentation
That's
happening at
Puntarika, if I'm not wrong.
9:45 p.m.
That with Judith. Judith and her commitment climb.
1 minute time.
With really highlights of tonight. Just gonna, they earned every amount of respect and every amount of rest that they have for tonight. Just make sure that they're gonna be in best condition to compete tomorrow. With Shihui, and Shihui with that really ecstatic look on her face as she finished it. Shihui's done really well today. The third route for Shihui, and oh, she decided not to go with the feet. And once again, Boaz's favorite climber for tonight is Felicia on her last route of the day. Felicia just taking in what she sees, finding the best way, the most strategic way to finish these routes within the least attempts possible. She's gotta make it count. She's gotta make it count. She's gonna just move it up. It's amazing that position. He's gonna move it out, and oh, that grip, that grip, the grip and grit that she has. It's slightly under a minute. Oh, that's interesting way of finishing. And congratulations to Felicia on her last route of the day. I am so proud of you. Well done. All the climbers are really taking their time and still managing to finish within their stipulated time. It's that replay with Felicia with her glee on her face. Boaz, are you clapping for her? Why are you not here clapping for her? So you gotta come down tomorrow to see.
and gentlemen.
It
And
is
right
the
now,
last
our
climb for
last
Vanessa of the
semi-finalist
day.
for the open
Vanessa,
women category for tonight. Joining
as she
in
takes the whole
welcoming
stage on
Vanessa
her own.
onto Route 4.
It's a lonely road, but it's worth it. It's gonna be so worth it. And I'm gonna bet that Vanessa's gonna be able to finish it within a minute and a half. Because I'm just gonna count my chickens right now. She's gonna finish it. Just the confidence. It's her kind of route. She's a very contoury kind of person. Very sloper, friendly, very static, very compressive kind of moves are her kind. And yep, I was right. She's gonna find her stable and all right, I was right. Good job, Vanessa. And that concludes our semi-finals for the Open Women. Do tune in with us tomorrow at 10 a.m. for the Open Finals Men. The Open Finals Men will be happening tomorrow at 10 a.m. with us, as well as the finals for the U17, the novice, the inter. Just gonna the U17, the inter, the novice, and of course the finals. It's gonna be a long day of excitement, long day of action. It's gonna be really, really great, and we will be bringing it to you live on YouTube. So join in with us, and feel free to chat us up on the live chat. Give us a great shout out. We're gonna give a great performance as much as we can. So once again, we're gonna be thankful. We're gonna thank you for joining us here on YouTube. This is SMU Gravical 2017.